I've always been very competitive, and a part of that is pushing your boundaries, taking a risk and being able to live with the loss that comes with taking a risk. Well, you put a little piece of yourself into every character that you do. Even if you're playing some psychotic person, which of course I'm not, some part of you is in that character and it's hopefully believable. I'm an actor for hire. It's important not to forget that you're disposable when you have that mentality. You fight for the jobs you want. I have always expected a lot from myself. The truth isn't all things to all people all of the time. I love musicals. I started acting because I wanted to be in a musical. I would way rather not have middle ground. I would way rather fail in someone's eyes than be that sort of tepid. That's the worst. I always come back to the fact that my own instinct is better than something I build in my mind. I don't judge people on their worst mistakes. You have to believe that you can act and that you're the right person for the job, but I think it's good to not always know how you're going to do it. The fun part is trying to figure it out. I'm happiest when I have something to focus my energy on. I would never knowingly go into a film that I wouldn't pay to see, or something that didn't challenge me. I don't think I need too much help. I think my head's on pretty straight, and I'm pretty realistic about things. I'm very focused, so that certainly prevents me from going all over the place. It is important to remind young people that peace is the only victory. Ignorance brings chaos, not knowledge. Everything you do is different, and you find different chords in every character that you play that strike true with you. Whenever I'm taking time off, all I'm thinking about is working. I am very independent. I can look after myself, but I still need a lot of love and care. I find beauty in unusual things, like hanging your head out the window or sitting on a fire escape. I believe that luck is opportunity meeting preparation. I think you have to protect your private life as much as you possibly can, and, at the same time, find ways to redirect that focus and turn the glare into a positive thing. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how anybody's ever done it. I think the idea of marriage is very romantic. It's a beautiful idea, and the practice of it can be a very beautiful thing. I've always been very determined, ever since I was a little girl, to make my way. It's important for people to figure out their own lives before involving someone else, to gauge where you are and work on your own issues. I went through this realization that acting, at its heart, is the ability to manipulate your own emotions. I always feel like I have to prove myself as an actor, otherwise you get lazy if you're not slightly terrified that you're going to fail all the time. Diversity is important in Hollywood, and I would never want to feel like I was playing a character that was offensive. As a person in the public eye, I have always felt that if I have the good fortune of being able to shed a spotlight on different causes that I feel passionately about. I used to have nothing. And then I got this job, this family, and I was better because of it. I just don't like the feeling of knowing something that somebody else doesn't. I never struggled with trying to figure out what it was I wanted to do or what made the sparks go for me. It's so difficult to feel comfortable in the body you have. You always want to look a different way, taller or thinner, whatever it may be. I still struggle with it. I think everybody does. When we live our lives every day, we're met by opportunities, and most of us don't even recognize them. I'd rather be really good at something or not do it at all. You're married, and suddenly you have your own family. There's a nice comfort in that. If you feel glamorous, you definitely look glamorous. I'm just a big believer in you must love yourself before you can love anybody else, and I think for me that breeds the most inspired relationships. I don't feel the obligation to be a specific weight. I don't feel like I have to fit into a body that's not my body. Time gives legitimacy to its existence. Time is the only true unit of measure. I don't plan on selling out. I mean, it's nice to get a dinner reservation ahead of other people, but when it comes down to it, the most important thing to me is the actual work. Humans consider themselves unique, so they've rooted their whole theory of existence on their uniqueness. You think that your life is going to be one way, and then, for various reasons or whatever, it doesn't work out. It's important not to lose who you are in a relationship just because it's nice to cuddle with somebody. Child hunger in America is a real and often overlooked problem, but one that together, we can fix. I don't think about being sexy, being seductive. What you don't want to see is somebody trying to be sexy. That's the most unsexy thing. Obviously, filming and working has consistently been a part of my life. I've never had a huge break of time when I wasn't working on something or promoting something. I've had to fight for everything that I have. It's such a fickle and political industry.